This vlog is for anyone who dares to twist the truth, tarnish the image of our institutions, or question the strength and integrity of Article 243. This is for those trying to distort reality for personal gain, thinking they can undermine the pillars that keep this nation standing. Make no mistake, today every lie will be exposed, every half-truth shattered, and every baseless claim crushed under the weight of facts. There will be no ambiguity, no excuses, no loopholes. This is the raw, unfiltered reality of Pakistan's defense, and I am here to deliver it. If you thought you could confuse the nation, manipulate headlines, or belittle the armed forces, think again. This vlog is full frontal display of truth, clarity, and authority. By the end, the narrative will belong to the facts and the facts alone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Fariha Farrukh. You're watching 360 Digital English. Brace yourself. Let's begin. Segment 1. Appointment of the Chief of Defense Forces, CDF, and the 27th Constitutional Amendment. In Pakistan's defense framework, the proposed 27th Constitutional Amendment, particularly the changes in Article 243, marks a significant and forward-looking step in line with modern warfare requirements. Considering the evolving global environment, hybrid conflicts, and multi-dimensional threats, the establishment of a unified command and control structure has become a national necessity. The Office of the Chief of Defense Forces, CDF, is being introduced precisely for this very purpose, to bring the three armed services under a single coordinated strategic leadership. It makes absolute sense. Under this amendment, the CDF position will be held by the Chief of Army Staff, COAS, who, as the overall commander, will ensure joint operational planning, strategic coordination, and efficient resources utilization across all three services. The establishment of the National Strategic Command will also introduce greater organization and continuity in nuclear and strategic decision-making. This will end overlapping responsibilities and reinforce consistency in defense policy execution. Internationally, countries like China, the United States, France, the United Kingdom, and India established chiefs of defense staff and integrated defense command system years ago, where land, air, naval, cyber, and space operations are conducted under a unified leadership. So what's the problem here? In Pakistan's context, land strategy has always been critical. With India's Hindutva mindset, Akhand Bharat ambitions, and constant Western frontier threats, a land-centric defense response remains our national security backbone. Hence, this proves loudly and unapologetically that our military reform is not optional. It is survival, it is clarity, it is precision. Anyone questioning it is missing the point entirely. Let's discuss the proposed clauses. Clause 4. President on advice of PM appoints the COAS concurrently as CDF. Clause 5. CJC-SC abolished from 27 November 2025. Clause 6. PM on recommendation of CDF appoints Commander of National Strategic Command. Clause 7. Titles of Field Marshal, Marshal of Air Force, Admiral of the Fleet, honorary for life. Clause 8. Recognized as national heroes protected under Article 47. Clause 9. Holders enjoy constitutional immunity under Article 248. Clause 10. Federal government defines duties after retirement. Clause 11. President on advice of the Prime Minister determines privileges and allowances. Well, what is the purpose? Constitutional protection of honors, not administrative authority. CDF creation is equal to effective integrated ground-relevant framework aligned with Pakistan's geostrategic realities. Segment 2, unnecessary criticism on 27th Constitutional Amendment. Let's discuss this. The amendment is about modernization and clarity. not concentration of power. What is the purpose? Modernize defense management along global military standards. Eliminate duplication. Improve strategic coordination. Reflect changing warfare. Hybrid, multi-domain, fast-paced, integrated decision-making mandatory. Abolition of CJCSC/creation of CDF. CJCSC. Well, it is ceremonial, largely ineffective. CDF ensures unity of command, clear accountability. Not institutional capture, institutional clarity. Army, Navy, Air Force retain full operation autonomy. It ensures coordinated crisis response, reduces bureaucratic overlaps. Anyone screaming power grab is clueless or politically motivated. This is strategy, efficiency, and survival, nothing else. Now let's discuss National Strategic Command, the nuclear control. NCA remains unchanged, civilian-led. The commander is operational custodian, not policy authority. Appointments by the PM ensure civilian supremacy. SPD, army-led, now codified. No change in nuclear control. Promotions and service autonomy. Let's discuss this. The service chiefs is equal to complete control. They have the complete control. CDF, the strategic integration only. Morale claims misleading. Let's discuss civil-military balance. The PM appoints all chiefs and CDF. The civilian command is intact. Amendment formalizes practice, improves efficiency, does not politicize. Will anyone calling this centralization is either naive or lying. The facts are undeniable. Segment 3, PTI's malicious propaganda about Article 243 amendment. Let's begin with an undeniable fact. 27th Amendment means protect institutions, not individuals. PTI claims to save someone is baseless and it's a political nonsense, rubbish. What is the core purpose? Let me point it out. It is to protect key leaders and institutions from political revenge, personal bias, temporary deals. National security decisions remain stable. Does it make sense? Relevant clause. No party or individual can target national security institutions out of revenge, ego, or anger. Constitutional protection is not immunity. It defines legal mandate, tenure, responsibilities. PTI's narrative is political, cheap talk. What's the reality? The state survives, individuals do not. National security always wins. Now, my personal analysis. Now listen very carefully. There is no gray area here. The CDF appointment is non-negotiable. It is not political theatre. It is not a stunt. It is Pakistan's lifeline. Its strategic backbone, forged from decades of study, hard lessons, and battlefield realities. Well, this is about survival, plain and simple. Fast decisions, coordinated firepower, unified strategy. When the storm comes, hesitation kills. Fragmentation loses wars. We will not accept either. To those spreading the noise, you can shout, you can make headlines, you can spin stories, but facts do not bend to your narratives. Institutional continuity, clear command, and unambiguous responsibility, they are not favors to a man, they are safeguards for the nation. The Chief of Defense Staff is the instrument that makes military one lethal integrated machine. The Army, Navy, and Air Force will operate as one entity, synchronized, ruthless in precision, disciplined in execution. That is modern warfare, that is deterrence, that is Pakistan. Let me be absolutely blunt here. This is not about protecting personalities. This is about structuring the state so that no single day of political chaos can dismantle our defense. If you mistake constitutional safeguards for handouts, you do not understand the stakes. We will not indulge chaos. We will not allow the political theatrics to weaken our response or cloud our command. Our security is sacred. Our soldiers' lives are not a debating chip. So hear me now, loudly and clearly. The armed forces stand united. The state stands intact, and this reform secures both. To the defenders of our land, be proud. To those sowing doubt, remember, you are arguing against the very shield that keeps this nation standing. Pakistan, hamesha Zindabad. This is your very own Fariha Farrukh, and you're watching 360 Digital English. Take care. Allah Hafiz.